Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal sports and Jal Panther sports, as we're covering both sides here today. We are playing with mics a little bit, trying to turn them up and down, get everything halfway set up. Once again, right now we're just testing mics. Getting ready to go live. Got about 25 minutes, 30 some odd seconds on the clock. And so we've got a little bit of time. We typically don't really get started with our pregame show stuff till about 15 till. So we've got about 10 minutes just testing mics. Charlie?
Yep, testing them up, getting ready for this awesome game here. Get my thumb there. Now, this is the Eunice thumb, and this is the Jal thumb. It's got a big old cut on it.
Sore on it?
Yeah, so we'll give them that one for tonight.
Yeah. We're going to cover both sides. The station has asked us to, so we're going to do our best to do that. And anyway, I always have a disclaimer. I always tell folks that and it's funny because me and some Jal friends have had this discussion multiple times. I go down there and cover Jal games from time to time, and you won't find a bigger, and I know there's some Eunice people be like, what did he say? You won't find a bigger Panther fan than me when they play anybody.
Anybody but Eunice.
But Eunice. And that's just, and so I'm going to do my best to try to be remotely, somewhat, possibly halfway, kind of almost maybe a little neutral here today.
As much as we can.
Yeah, and so I always tell people that it's funny because some of my biggest rival enemies in school turned out to be some of my lifelong friends that I still communicate with regularly to this day. Well, in fact, several of those Jal folks that were my enemies in high school, I probably talk to more than my own teammates from my own school now.
And this rivalry, unless you've lived it and been there and been here, you don't
understand it.
That's right.
That's right. And I'll go a step further than that and say, unless you participated in either sports or your kids did and got that, it's just different. And the more highly competitive you were in those things, or your kids were, then it even is different. And so, I hear people sometimes say, well, I went to school in Eunice, or I went to school in Jal, and I don't take it that serious. And it's like, yeah, you probably either
didn't play or didn't have any kids that played,
or if so, they weren't very competitive. Maybe it was one of those years where either you were in Eunice or Jal and your team wasn't very good and they were getting killed by everybody, and you just had that mentality of.
And for a time, we were 3A and Jal was 2A, so it wasn't.
Yep.
It kind of died down a little bit.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. It absolutely did. So, anyway, we're going to do our best here tonight to try to be fair and equal. I know that for the last game, there was a few comments, especially on social media, from some folks complaining that we were biased. And I got to be perfectly honest with you. When we're doing the broadcast for our school, we're as biased as it gets. And so I wish I could lie to you and tell you we're not and say that those posts were incorrect. But they're not. They were spot on. We are biased. And, when I read down the sponsor list, it's Redbird Gas, Eunice Health Clinic, the City of Eunice, Parker Energy, which is owned by Eunice people. Yep. I mean, I can go down the list. It's all Redbird, Eunice, Cardinal.
Everything's got a Cardinal or Redbird.
Yeah, and that's who's paying for the broadcast. That's why everybody can watch it for free. We're Eunice people. It's not like they have some guys that come over from Albuquerque or Lubbock to broadcast the games.
Even though we're better than them.
that may be. But anyway, so I mean, sometimes we're a little, maybe a lot biased, but we're going to try to make it fun for both sides here tonight. I'll do my best to keep us on path. So Charlie, we have to keep me on path.
We'll maybe be muted a couple of times or something.
That's right. Absolutely.
But with that being said, we're not out here trying to hurt people's feelings or, we're not. It ain't personal. We're just out here having fun.
Yeah, try to make it fun, and I've said that for years. It's. I try to make my idea when I started doing this. When they asked me to do it at the very beginning, and I was the color coordinator or color commentator for the gentleman that started doing this that moved north. When I told him I would do it, I said, I just want it to be like I'm sitting watching a game, and I'm sitting right beside my buddies, whatever, and we're watching the game and we're talking about the game.
Yep.
To me, and I know there's people out there that don't agree. There's some people out there that think you should just this guy runs up and down the floor and he does this, that. To me, I go to sleep watching a game when I've got somebody that does that. And I listened to Shaquille O'Neal when he came and spoke.
Yeah.
And one of the things that he talked about when he was over at the Hobbs schools this past summer talking and speaking to everyone is he said, when he took that spot on TNT
right.
and did the NBA on TNT and their show, is he said, I told them, nobody wants to watch another sports show that just somebody talking about the play-by-play. They go to sleep doing that. That's not what they want to be entertained.
Right.
They want to turn it on and be entertained. And I've heard people say, your job is to go out there and call the game like you see it.
We're not referees.
And I'm not a professional commentator by any means of the imagination. That's not what I'm here for. And if that's what they want or what whoever wants, if they don't want me to do it, I don't mind not doing it. I can go back and go home. But I try to make it fun when I'm doing it. I know you do as well. Mm-hmm. I know Rosendo does. You're right. Sometimes you get a group of men up here jabbering in the bleachers watching a game.
And I think I said old lady talking about my wife the other night. And,
she'll smack you upside the head.
The fact is, she will, but she knows she's older than me. She's 2 years older. So I'm not lying about the whole deal.
Well, like I said, we try to keep it fun. We aren't always politically correct. In fact, we probably aren't most of the time. But,
And probably aren't going to get that way.
No, you're probably not going to change much of what we do. So, with that said, if you're one of those people that's easily offended, like some of my folks from the other day, just push mute.
Yeah, just watch the game.
You can see the game.
Because the camera part's the best anyway.
I'm telling you, we got the thumb on the camera. He's going to show you the game. And so just push mute. Don't listen to us if it hurts your feelings that bad. That's all I can say for you. So,
and hey, we know for a fact that some of the job folks like us. We got the cheerleaders that sit with us every game.
Yeah, they're right here. They're right up here chit-chatting with us. They always do.
There we go. We got them. They're all right here with us. They got our back. Y'all come up here and try to attack us. They're going to get you.
I bet you at the last game, I bet I had at least a dozen people that were texting me, sending me Facebook messages on Messenger. I could show you list after list of folks from down there saying we loved it. It was so funny. We had a good time, whatever. And we enjoy that. But, when you're doing things like this, occasionally you're going to have people that have a complaint over something. So, anyway, with that said, we're testing mics. We're going to step off here. You're listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal and Jal Panther sports. We'll be back shortly.
All right.
BTH Services is a locally owned and operated family-oriented business. BTH Services and Rental is a Porta-John and equipment rental company. BTH Services and Rental also clears right-of-ways and right-of-way reclamation. Please call 575-964-3104. That's 575-964-3104 for all of your company needs. BTH Services and Rental is also looking for a 1-ton CDL driver. Please apply at 2100 Avenue O in Eunice. BTH Services and Rental is a proud sponsor of Lee County Athletics.
Eunice has a friendly small-town atmosphere, great schools and churches, and a low cost of living. The entire community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. The Eunice Department of Motor Vehicles' new office hours are Monday through Thursday, 7:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., and Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. No testing on Friday. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities. Devon Energy is proud to support the athletic programs of Eunice High School this season. By partnering with local schools in Eunice, Devon is making an investment in the long-term future of the community. Sports teach discipline, teamwork, and leadership. Skills our youth will use to succeed for a lifetime. From the Devon team to yours, Devon Energy wishes you good luck this season both on the field and in the classroom. Go Eunice Cardinals! The Eunice Clinic is proud to support the Eunice Cardinals. Go Cardinals! You're the pride of Eunice. The Eunice Health Clinic offers many of the same basic services that many local physicians provide. They specialize in sick care for all ages, women's exams, physicals, health education, lab tests, and diagnostic studies. They're proud supporters of athletic and academic events. The Eunice Health Clinic is proud to back the Cardinals. Go Cards!
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics. Eunice schools are excited to have students and staff back on campus and involved in another successful school term. It's been an eventful year, and the Eunice schools are ready for whatever comes their way. Eunice Public Schools provide high-quality educational experiences in a safe environment. The entire Eunice community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities, and a fantastic school system.
NMR Pipeline is a highly qualified, dedicated company, leading in performance with management and employees who've provided over 45 years of service in pipeline maintenance and construction within the oil and gas industry. NMR Pipeline, 300 South Main in Eunice, or call 394-0144 for more information. Again, 394-0144. NMR Pipeline is proud to be a supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics.
Parker Energy Services has been servicing the community for over 17 years. They offer water hauling, dirt work, and disposable services. Dispatchers and sales staff are available anytime, and office staff is available from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m., Monday through Friday. Parker Energy aims to satisfy their customers and give their employees great job opportunities. Parker Energy is family-owned and operated, big enough to meet your needs and small enough to offer excellent and personalized services. Consider Parker Energy support services for all of your support needs. Visit them today at 2350 Avenue O in Eunice.
Championship game of District 4 2A of the District 4 2A basketball tournament. I'm Jimmy Jones alongside my partner tonight, Charlie Fairbrush, aka the Thumb. Welcome, Charlie.
Good evening, everybody. Ready for some basketball?
He's got the double thumb going. He's thumbing for both sides.
The one on the right's gonna have to be Joe because it's got the big old nasty cut on it.
Oh man, he's already going. He's going off script already and going off on Joe. We are going to be covering for both sides tonight, so it's me and the Thumb. Resendo couldn't make it. The Jowl crew is also unavailable, as our buddy Adam will be on the court tonight. I'm super proud of that young man for playing this year and happy to see him out there for sure.
Getting it done.
So we were asked if we would cover for both teams today, and they would link it through to two broadcast system. So that's what we're going to do, and we're going to try to make it fun and take care of things as best we can. So Charlie and I will do our best to cover for both communities. I'll start by giving a disclaimer. Charlie bleeds Cardinal red. You can see it on that sore thumb he was talking about a while ago. My parents were both Eunice Cardinals. I'm a Eunice Cardinal. My kids were either are or were Eunice Cardinals.
Ditto.
My grandkid is even a Eunice Cardinal at this point.
I'm working on that.
Yeah, so it's I'm a Eunice Cardinal grandpa. I'll do my best to cover everyone, but in the heat of the moment, my Cardinal red bias will most likely come out. I'll apologize in advance. Tonight is the last game of the 2023-24 season before the state tournament. This is the final day of the season. Tomorrow is the state tournament selection show, and the state tournament begins next week. Eunice has already punched their ticket to the state tournament as they won the District 4 2A regular season title. And tonight, one of these teams will capture the district tournament championship, which also comes with a guaranteed spot in the field of 16. Based upon my unofficial calculations, I believe both of these teams are already in the round of 16. Eunice will be in for sure, as we just mentioned, and they have a realistic chance at a top 3 seed. I believe the only way they don't end up with a top 3 seed would be with a loss here tonight. They will most likely be the 2 or the 3, depending on what takes place in a couple other district championship games. For JAL, they are currently ranked number 10 in the latest coaches poll. They're 13 in max preps as of today. JAL could climb into a top 10 seed with a win here tonight. I'm predicting with a loss here tonight, they're probably going to be around the 12 spot. They might, depending on what happens in some of these other districts, jump as high as 11. They could fall as low as maybe 13. But I think they're solidly in the tournament, no doubt. For Eunice, the latest coaches poll has them ranked number 4, and Max Preps has them ranked number 2. I believe ATC will definitely be the number 1 seed. Right now, I think it will be very, very close between the calculations with Eunice and Tularosa for the 2 and 3 seed. They will host a first-round game. Eunice will next Saturday. I think some likely opponents would include Clayton or McCurdy coming here next week. There is a slim chance. It's a slim chance and would take some wins, losses on some other folks, but there's a slim chance that you could have Eunice JAL right here 1 week from today for the first round of the state tournament. Well, that is possible.
Be an exciting game.
Yeah, it's like I said, right now it is a possibility for JAL. I believe Escalante, Manal, or Mora will likely stay ahead of them with a loss here tonight if they were to lose this game, which would put them in probably the 12 seed. Right. Like I said, going to be close between that 11, 12, 13 seed. With the brackets released tomorrow, I wanted to go over that criteria. We talked about it yesterday that the NMAA uses to seed teams. We have discussed this before, but I feel like there are always arguments and discussions about the NMAA and the state tournament brackets. Contrary to most beliefs, including mine before I learned how this works, the criteria is simply data-driven. It's a simple calculation. It's time-consuming to calculate it, but it is pretty simple. It is just an equation, minus for this, plus for that, and you end up with a point, score, total, as they compare your team to each team in your division.
We always thought the people up north were just mean to us.
Yeah, and it's not that way, but that's what we think down here, and I'll agree that I've always thought that myself. Here are the criteria. Number 1, finish in regular season district play. 2, head-to-head. 3, wins against district champions regardless of their class. 4 is overall record. 5 is max preps ranking. And 6 is member school input form. So let's break down each of these criteria. First is finish in regular season district play. This criteria does not consider the district tournament. It's simple. What is your place in district? Eunice is number 1. JAL is number 2. As you compare Eunice and JAL versus other teams, for JAL, they finished 2nd. So any team that finished 3rd or below in their district, JAL would get that criteria point on that team. Any team that finished 1st in their district would beat JAL in that category, and any team that finished 2nd in their district, that criteria point would be a push. There would be no points given. Next is the head-to-head. This one is probably one of the most simple ones there are. Did you play each other? And if so, who won? If you played each other multiple times, who won the majority of those games? If they're split, who won by the most points? It's just head-to-head. It's simple. Did you win? And if so, by how much? And you get 1 point if you get that criteria. If you beat them 6 times, you don't get 6 points. It's just the head-to-head.
1 point. Yep. Right.
And so for Eunice, the only team in the top 5 that Eunice has played is ATC, which I think will be number 1. So none of those points are going to calculate for Eunice in whether they're the 2, 3, or the 4 seed because they haven't played any of those teams. So that criteria point basically just doesn't exist. It just pushes for Eunice. For JAL, I was trying to look at their schedule, earlier today. They haven't played any team sitting closely to them except Loving.
Right.
Jal would get that criteria point against Loving because they beat Loving more than Loving beat them.
Right.
If you look at the matchup between the two. So if you compare Jal and Loving, say, Jal would get that criteria point on the bracket seeding. So next, third is your wins against district champions regardless of class. This is one criteria where there is a little bit of contention. I'm sure somebody up there could clear it up for me, but does this mean your win against a regular season district champ or a district tournament or both? I've seen those points given to both. The description in the NMAA's handbook doesn't really say exactly whether it is for both or one or the other. But basically what happens is they will list all of Eunice, all of Jal's opponents on a piece of paper. Any team on that list that you beat that won their district, you get a point.
Right.
And so the team with the most of those gets that one criteria point in that criteria. So then you drop on down next. Next is your overall record. This one is as simple as it gets. You just look at what your record is.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter whether you played the Bad News Bears or whether you played the
win versus loss.
Yeah, it does. It's just the wins and losses. What is your winning percentage, basically? If you've got a higher winning percentage than the team that you're closely, there with for the seeding, you get that point over that team. So what does your record look like? This is why sometimes I'm saying, man, there's been years, not really this year, but there's been years where I'm like, why did we put this team on our schedule here? We lose to that team, it kills our record, it hurts us in this criteria, but some people say, well, it makes you better. Okay, well, you may lose your criteria and end up with a worse seed because of it, but I get it. All right, and then next is the Max Preps ranking. This is actually the most simple of all. Simply look at Max Preps. If Max Preps has Eunice ranked ahead of a team, we get that point. If we're below the team, we lose that point. It's pretty simple. Right now, Eunice is sitting number 2, Tularosa's 3. Both Eunice and Tularosa are playing in the district tournament championship tonight at the exact time. Eunice faces Jal, Tule faces Mescalero. If Eunice and Tule both win here tonight, the point differential could be huge in what final Max Preps rankings will show.
So winning by more points is better.
It is. Yeah. Right now, Eunice is 0.3 of a point ahead of Tularosa for that number 2 spot. 0.3. So you just heard me talk about all these points. We're 0.3 ahead of Tularosa right now in that configuration.
Right.
So that's tough. It's going to be close. And lastly, the most secretive of all the criteria is the member input form, aka coaches poll. The coaches in 2A basketball are required to submit their list of top 16 teams in the state in their opinion and rank them. This form has to be submitted by each coach late tonight. The coach lists each team 1 through 16. Each number 1 vote gets 16 points. Each 2 gets 15, 3, 14, all the way down to the number 16 team getting 1 point. And then it's just simple math. So that's how that one works. And there's a calculation of all those points, and the teams with the most points get rated higher or seeded higher than the others. So
and that's the way it works. So y'all got your calculators out, figure it out.
So we are getting ready to do the national anthem. We'll send it over, or no, we won't. We'll try to pop it out where everybody can hear it. You're listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice, Cardinal, and Jal Panther sports. All right, there's our national anthem. We'll get Charlie to get the gold piece plugged back in.
I think we're good to go.
All right. So with that said, some other info here that I wanted to go over. Eunice enters tonight's matchup as the top team in District 4 2A with an overall record of 21-5. Their losses came to 4A Portales, 4A Lovington by a combined total of 8 points. They lost to 1A number 1 ranked Melrose. They lost a close game to Plains, Texas, a team that's 34-4, one of the top teams in Texas. And they lost to number 1 ranked ATC. This Eunice team is on the verge of history. Prior to this season, the best record in Eunice boys basketball since 1975 was 21-6. That was the 1989 team, which got beat in the semifinals or the Final Four that year. A win here tonight would give this Eunice team and Coach McBee more wins than any team in 50 years. 50, that's 5-0. On another note, just congratulations to Eunice's Sarah Reeves and Chloe Jones. These two amazing young ladies were chosen by the NMAA to receive scholarships. Sarah received the Dan and Lucille Wood Gray Gladiator Athletic Scholarship, and Chloe received the Together We Rise Scholarship presented by Zero Eyes and the NMAA Foundation. So congratulations to them both. So we are getting ready to get started. They are introducing everyone. Charlie, any thoughts?
No, I think we're in for a good game. I'm pretty sure that everybody on the Eunice side feels we're going to have this one, but you know what? Y'all come to play, and it's going to be a game.
Yeah, I can assure you that the Jowl crowd is not quite as big as the Eunice crowd, but they are noisy.
But they're noisy.
We're sitting right over here in them, and it is noisy on the Jowl side. So here we go. They got little regulators playing, so all the regulators are mounting up.
Mounting up. Here we go.
We're headed out there. You got Jorge Gomez out in the circle getting ready to jump versus Gabriel Juarez, two great young men right there.
Got a pretty good officiating crew tonight. Okay.
A Hobbs crew. So here we go. The ball is up. Eunice is going to win the tip. And here we go with Kevin Garcia. He brings it across the timeline, gives it to Billy Blevins. Blevins is going to step into a three. Oh, it rattled all the way around and falls off the rim.
Wanted to go in.
Rebounded there by Brandon Houston, the big man for Jowl. Another one of their big men. They got two big men, and so does Eunice with the Gomez boys.
Yep.
Out there on the right side is Cervantes. No, I'm sorry. That was Rodriguez. He gives it to Cervantes, and now Cervantes is near the top of the key. Crosses over. He's going to pull for three. His three won't go. Rebounded by Ashton Thompson, and here comes Ashton to the elbow. He gives it to Blevins. Blevins steps into another three. That one hits right off the same spot. Rebounded by Jorge Gomez. He gives it back to Blevins. Blevins now steps through, throws up a floater in the paint, and it goes in. Billy Blevins for two.
So let me get a little closer and do this one time.
So Eunice gets on the board first, 7 minutes to go. It took a minute before we saw our first bucket. Here goes Nobert Cervantes, and here comes the pressure from Eunice. They had him trapped in the corner. He's trying to fight through. He does. He gets it out of there to Arroyo, and Arroyo shot gets blocked by Ashton Thompson, so Thompson with the block.
Ball will stay in the Jowl hands.
Coach Emmy Lujan screaming out the play to the Panthers. Jowl's going to throw it in under their basket. Looking to get it into Juarez. They throw it up top to Rodriguez. Rodriguez crosses over, pulls up from the elbow, and he sinks it. Adrian Rodriguez for two. Has a good-looking step up, step back shot.
Nice shot.
6:38 to go here in the first. Eunice with the ball. Blevins looking inside, gives it to Gomez. Gomez flips it across to the other Gomez, whose shot's partially blocked. Rebounded by Gabriel Juarez, and here comes Jowl back the other way. Rodriguez with it. Crosses over, heads through the paint, throws up a shot. It won't go. It's rebounded by Jorge Gomez, his second board. Eunice going to slow it up now. 6:10 on the clock, showing in the first quarter. They bring it down, flip it over to Blevins out on the right wing. Down into the corner to Luis Gomez. Back up top. Into the hands of Thompson on the left wing. Eunice going to Gomez steps through, rips it back up top to Luis. Luis for three. His won't go. Rebounded by Jorge, and he has his shot stolen away.
Picked his bucket
by Rodriguez. Here comes Arroyo and the Panthers back the other way. Over into the hands of Cervantes. Cervantes comes off the pick from Juarez, steps back, heads to the elbow, flips it out to Juarez. Juarez now gives it to Arroyo. Back into the hands of Cervantes. He runs through the middle, throws up a double clutch shot. Battle for the boards is grabbed by Billy Blevins. Here comes Eunice quickly back. Blevins with it, gives it to Thompson. Thompson for the long three. It won't go. Rebounded by Blevins, and Blevins fires it off the legs of a JAL player, and it's going to be Eunice ball. Blevins with a good heads-up move there as that ball was going out of bounds.
Quick thinking. He makes a lot faster than I do.
Yeah, multiple subs come in for JAL. That's Ornelas and Lujan that come in. Blevins with it out here on the right wing, looking. He throws it cross court into the hands of Garcia. Garcia drops it down to Jorge Gomez. He's going to step through, flips it out to Blevins. Blevins thought about the three, rips through, pulls it over to this side to Garcia. Garcia back to Blevins. They're going to back up and reset again. Luis Gomez over to Thompson. Thompson now with it. He swings it cross court to Blevins. Blevins thought about the three again. Now he gives it back to Thompson. Thompson going to run through, kicks it out to Luis. Luis goes through, pulls up in the middle of the lane, and banks one in off the glass. Luis Gomez for two.
The bank is open.
4:20 to go. It's Colorado time. Eunice leads 4-2. Quarter number one. Here comes the trap. They get it out over into the corner to Lujan. Lujan pulls for three, and he sinks it. Zayden Lujan for three. Eunice quickly back the other way as JAL has taken the lead, and there's a steal by the big man Gabriel Juarez. He pushes it ahead into the hands of Rodriguez. The big man, Gabriel Juarez, doing work. Flips it back out to Zayden Lujan. He's going to reset him. Looking left, gives it over to Rodriguez. Rodriguez with the left-hand dribble, drops through the middle, gives it to the big man Juarez, who throws up a hook shot. His hook shot won't go, rebounded by Jorge Gomez, his third board of the first quarter.
Here come the Cardinals.
Blevins over into the hands of Garcia. Garcia pump fakes, gives it to Gomez. They give it back to Blevins up high. His shot won't go, rebounded by Luis Gomez, and his putback, he's going to get the and one. Luis Gomez with the rebound, and on the putback, he had his man sealed. They slapped at him, and that gives the Cardinals the 6-5 lead and sends Luis Gomez to the line for a chance at an old-fashioned three-point play. And he makes it.
That's good.
So Luis Gomez has 5 points here in this ball game so far, and Eunice has 7 as a team. So JAL back the other way. That's Cervantes. He gives it up to Lujan out here on the left wing. Lujan crosses over, heads over to the left side, left-hand dribble in the trees, flips it out, ends up in the hands of Rodriguez, who steps into a three, and he sinks a three. Adrian Rodriguez with his second bucket and his first three. Here comes Blevins and Eunice with the ball out on the left side. Thompson now with it at the top of the key, crosses over between the legs, steps back, and now flips it to Garcia. Garcia at the high post to Jorge Gomez. He's going to spin through, throws up a floater through contact, and he gets to Jorge Gomez with his first bucket of the ball game. Eunice takes the lead. We've got a slugfest. 2:35 to go in quarter number one. 9-8 is the score. Cervantes with the ball. Gives it into the corner to Rodriguez, who shoots a mid-range, won't go. Big high rebound by Billy Blevins, his third rebound of the quarter. He's listening to the coach, pushes it up now. Luis with it, over to Ashton. Ashton heads through the free throw line, a little crossover step move. Shot was up, it was no good, and it was rebounded by Norbert Cervantes.
Got to get somebody into them rebounds.
Lujan calls out the play from the coaching box, and they give it to his son, Zayden Lujan, who crosses, heads up to the top of the key, flips the ball over to Rodriguez on the right wing. Now he heads with the left hand over to the free throw line, spins back, steps through, and he had his shot blocked by a combination of Garcia and Blevins. They both swung at it. Not sure which one of them or if both of them's hands hit the ball, but the ball went flying the other way like a volleyball.
Looked like one of them volleyball spikes up there.
So JAL to throw it in. Arroyo gives it up top to Cervantes. His three is up. It's no good. and they're going to call a push on Brandon Houston down low. They called a push off on the block out.
That'll be his second team foul for Joe.
Rodriguez is going to step off for Jow, and in steps Lujan again, who had just stepped off. 2 fouls called in this game so far, both on Jow. 1:40 to go here in the first quarter. Luis Gomez gives it to Jorge, flips it out to Billy Blevins. Billy Blevins now drops a bounce pass to Luis Gomez. He spins down the baseline, flips it over to his brother Jorge, who shoots a fadeaway over the top, and it's in. Jorge Gomez for 2 off his brother's assist. Jow pushing back the other way. Arroyo with it. Into the hands of Cervantes, who jumps through the middle, throws up a double clutch move off the glass, and he's going to get the and one. A circus shot there, a little rocking up the cradle, threw it up high off the glass. The bank was open with some English. He spins it in.
Foul on Blevins? 20. Yep,
Yes,
Billy
that foul
Blevins.
will be on Billy.
His first foul for Eunice, period.
So Norbert Cervantes goes to the line. His free throw is good. And we've got multiple subs coming in again. Cervantes is going to come back out. Rodriguez goes back in. We've got a tie ball game here late in the first quarter. 1-1-1 on the clock. 11 Eunice, 11 Jow, and in the first quarter, Gomez almost has it knocked away, gets it back to Garcia, who chases it down. They give it to Jorge at the free throw line. He flips it out to Billy Blevins, who steps into a 3, and that one won't go. Blevins so far has been a little cold. The deflection on that rebound goes out of bounds.
You got to get his three-point shot warmed up. That's all we got to do.
It's just a tad bit off. It's been clanking off that rim, just on the inside of the rim. Just a slight adjustment. Here comes Jow back the other way. Lujan in the corner. His 3 won't go. Rebounded by Billy Blevins, and here comes Eunice back the other way. 35 seconds to go in quarter number 1. Still got a tie ball game, 11-11. Ashton Thompson drops it into Gomez. They give it to Blevins. Blevins with a little step-through move. His shot won't go. Rebounded by Ashton Thompson. The kick out to Garcia. His shot won't go. Rebounded by Luis Gomez. They give it back to Blevins out on the left wing. Cross-court skip pass to Luis Gomez. He steps into a 3. It won't go. He gets his own rebound, drops the pass down to his brother Jorge, and he's going to get an and one. Jorge Gomez with the and one off his brother's assist.
It's a tight game here. Just 6 seconds left in this first quarter.
13-11 is the score. 6 seconds to go in quarter number 1. And Jorge makes that one. That's 7 points for Jorge Gomez here in the first quarter. Jow back the other way. Rodriguez has it. He's going to throw up a buzzer shot. It was after the buzzer. It almost went in off the glass. The refs had already signaled that it wasn't going to count.
But that was going to be a good shot.
And at the end of 1, your score, Eunice 14, Jow 11.
And we'll give a shout out to our sponsor. We'll start off with the Eunice Cardinals sponsors. That would be Redbird Gas, Parker Energy, Eunice Health Clinic, City of Eunice, Eunice Public Schools, Eunice Pump and Supply, Cardinal Hardware, BTH Services, Eunice Wrecker and Rental, Lobo Trucking, Redbird Garage, Devon Energy, Guns Up Services, and NMR Pipeline. And then we got the Jow sponsors. We thank all of our sponsors for bringing you this game. We've got Panther Energy, the Jow Schools, Iron Horse Sports Grill, XL Energy, Mamacitas, Lasco Construction, Eunice Pump and Supply, and Woolworth Community Library.
Shout out to Rance Colburn out there listening, talking about the drop from 2nd to 4th. It's just a calculation of what coaches voted, and they add those numbers up. So I don't know either, but that is just the way that the latest numbers are. Shout out to Betty Darnell who's listening. And, of course, Heath Dean, we appreciate you. Here comes Jow with the ball to start quarter number 2. Rodriguez into the hands of Arroyo. Arroyo crosses over, heads back toward the top of the key, flips it back out to Cervantes. Cervantes fakes back, drops it over into the hands in the corner of Norbert Cervantes. His shot is up, no good. Rebound and a putback, and there's a big block by Luis Gomez. And then Kevin Garcia came away with that rebound. Ashton Thompson throws up a mid-range from the left side. Battle for the rebound ends up in the hands of Rodriguez. Here comes him. He does a little Euro step through move. Blevins ends up with it. And they're going to call a foul down low as Billy Blevins was fighting for that rebound with Brandon Houston and someone else.
I thought they were going to call a jump ball.
They called that on 3, so they called it on Rodriguez, so he was the other set of hands down there. I looked down at my roster and wasn't sure.
His first team foul for the quarter.
Kevin Garcia throws it over to Blevins. They give it back to him, dropping it over into the corner. If you'll notice, Zhao's running basically like a box-and-one defense. And if you
get in there.
There's a shot, it was no good. The rebound comes into the hands of Arroyo.
Yeah.
When I was a senior in high school, they did this to me in our regional playoff game.
Right.
And they had me go stand out there in the corner like that, and it drove me crazy. Absolutely. I've thought about that my whole life. I don't know why, but.
That had a lifelong effect.
Yeah. Yeah, and losing the ball.
Lose the ball.
A turnover for the Cardinals, and here comes Zhao back the other way. Cervantes with it. Top of the key, crosses over, gives it to Rodriguez out on the right wing. 6:25 to go here in quarter number 2. They get it to Cervantes. He's out there guarded by Thompson. He's going to run through the middle, flips a one-handed pass over to Arroyo. Now he's going to kick it back out to Cervantes, who shoots for 3. It won't go. Battle for the rebound ends up in the hands of Jorge Gomez. 6:08 to go in quarter number 2. This time they get it to Thompson. He steps through. They drop it backside, and they turn it over again. This defense has given Eunice some fits here.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes, a lot of offenses in basketball are designed for either a man defense or a zone defense, and sometimes when you get into what they call these gimmick, or some people call them junk defenses, you're not always ready for that. It can kind of throw you off.
Kind of confuses the kids out there a little bit.
And going hard to the rack was a Zhao player. I believe that was Cervantes, and he got fouled down low. Let's see who they call that one on. I think they called it on either Jorge or Luis.
23,
Luis.
Yep.
So they call that foul on Luis Gomez, and that'll send Cervantes. Norbert Cervantes will go to the line.
First team foul for Eunice for the quarter.
5:43 to go here in the first half, and Norbert Cervantes makes the first. He's 2 of 2 from the line so far. Multiple subs coming in for Zhao. Norbert Cervantes has 4 points. He's got a bucket and 2 free throws. Here's his next.
And
that one won't go. Rebounded by Luis Gomez. And here comes Eunice back the other way. 5:35 on the clock, quarter number 2. Garcia drops it down low into the hands of Luis Gomez, who drops it off the glass. We've got a timeout on the floor with 5:29 remaining in the first half. Eunice leads 16-12.
Get a shout out to our sponsors again. We'll start with Zhao this time. Woolworth Community Library, Eunice Pump and Supply, Lasco Construction, Mamacitas, XL Energy, Iron Horse Sports Grill, Zhao Schools, and Panther Energy. And the Eunice sponsors: NMR Pipeline, Guns Up Services, Devon Energy, Redbird Garage, Lobo Trucking, Eunice Wrecker and Rental, BT8 Services, Cardinal Hardware, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Public Schools, City of Eunice, Eunice Health Clinic, Parker Energy, and Redbird Gas. Thanks to all of our sponsors who brought you this game today, this afternoon, tonight. I guess it's evening, isn't it? This has been a long day.
Yeah. About 6:19 is what the clock shows here.
So I guess it is evening.
So both teams come out of the timeout. Eunice leads 16-12. Zhao's been able to keep them a little bit on their heels, even though Eunice has got the 4-point lead with that box-and-one offense, or diamond-and-one, what some people call it. Eunice comes out in the full court pressure here. Here comes the trap. Cervantes going to back up. He's got the trap on him right there with Gomez and Thompson, and he throws it away. Blevins with the steal, gives it to Thompson. Thompson's shot wasn't any good, but then Blevins with the rebound and the putback. Eunice in that full court pressure again. 18-12 is the score. 5 minutes to go here in the first half. Running down the rim, or running to the rim, was Cervantes. The rebound on his shot was by Garcia, and here comes Eunice. Thompson's three is no good. Rebounded by Rodriguez of Jal, and here comes Jal pushing it. Rodriguez crosses over, heads over to the left side, flips it over to Lujan. Lujan drove to the left and spins back. Now he's going to pull it all the way up. Into the hands of Cervantes, who heads to the free throw line, kicks it out to Lujan. Lujan going to run down through the middle, a Euro step, throws up a shot, no good, battling for the rebound. And Jal comes away with it, trying to see who that was. That's 22. That shot was up and no good, rebounded by Zayden Lujan. They kick it up top to Cervantes. His shot is up for three, and it is good. Norbert Cervantes has 7 points here early in this ball game. 18-15 is the score. 4 minutes to go in the first half.
And they're making it a game. It's definitely going to be a game.
Gomez has it knocked away, stolen away by Zayden Lujan. He runs down, but they're going to call him for the travel. As
took a little extra step when he was pulling up.
Slid the feet. They're going to call him for the travel.
Yeah, it happens a lot. You get down there and you're going to stop, but you stop before you quit dribbling.
3:40.
Quit dribbling before you stop.
That's right. That's right.
Now what do we got?
I guess we had a sub at the table.
Okay.
Eunice had already thrown the ball in, and the sub was coming onto the floor. I guess one official had said come in, and one had already handed the ball in. So here we go. Shout out to Jimmy Sammiego. We appreciate you listening, brother. Gomez flips it over to Blevins. Blevins going to run through the middle. He goes up. They're going to say that there's no contact there, and so Rodriguez pushes it up. They get it into the hands of Cervantes, who knocks down another three. Norbert Cervantes with a deep three. That's 10 points for that young man, and Eunice wants to talk about it as we've got a tie ball game.
And it's noisy now.
to go in the first half. Eunice 18, Jal 18.
All right, shout out to our sponsors again. Woolworth Community Library, Eunice Pump and Supply, Lasco Construction, Mamacitas, XL Energy, Iron Horse Sports Grill, Jal Schools, Panther Energy, and the Eunice sponsors, Redbird Gas, Parker Energy, Eunice Health Clinic, City of Eunice, Eunice Public Schools, Eunice Pump and Supply, Cardinal Hardware, BT8 Services, Eunice Wrecker and Rental, Lobo Trucking, Redbird Garage, Devon Energy, Guns Up Services, and NMR Pipeline. Proud sponsors of this evening's matchup between your Eunice Cardinals and your Jal Panthers.
So far, this Jal team has come out here and went blow for blow with, definitely one of the top 2 or 3 teams in the state of New Mexico.
They're trying to hang in there. I don't blame them. I would be too.
So they end up with the ball in the hands of Thompson up near the top of the key. He crosses over, trying to get to the rim, flips it back out to Melanson, who's making an appearance here. They get it to Blevins. Blevins drops it down low. It's stolen away as that pass was intended for Gomez, got knocked away. Here comes Norbert Cervantes and the Panthers.
They're going to have to get out there.
He's going to step back and shoot the three. It won't go. High rebound by Kevin Garcia. And so here comes Kevin Garcia and the Cardinals. Melanson with it out here on the right wing. Throws it up top to Thompson. Thompson's directing traffic down there, telling them where he wants them to go. Blevins running down the baseline, cuts all the way through. Thompson dribbles over to the right and then flicks it up to Melanson. Blevins gives it down low to Gomez. Gomez out to Garcia. Garcia runs down the baseline, flips it up to Thompson, who catches it, steps into a three. It won't go. Rebounded by Jal, and here comes Arroyo and the Jal Panthers. They get it to Juarez. He's like, hey, some guard, come get it. Norbert Cervantes now has it. They're trying to spread everybody out. They get it out into the corner to Arroyo. He's going to rip through, kicks it over to Cervantes, who shoots a three. It's no good. Rebounded by Melanson. The Eunice crowd hollering. And here comes Eunice back the other way. 1:50 to go here in the first half. Blevins drops it down to Gomez. Gomez spins through. He throws up a shot. It won't go. Partially blocked by Juarez, and Juarez gets the rebound too. Juarez is doing work down low. Down there battling with the Gomez brothers. 1:30 to go here in the first half. 18-18 is the score. You got a barn burner of a half going here for sure. Crosses over is Arroyo. He goes all the way to the rack. Gomez goes up high and blocks the shot, but I think they're going to say somebody else got him with the body. Let's see what they say. Yeah, they say Melanson got him with the body. So that'll send Ito Arroyo to the free throw line. He'll have a chance to shoot a couple. 1:22 to go here in the first half. That first shot is up and no good.
That's one of those ball don't lie shots.
Man, I heard like an air horn go off about the time he went to shoot. Some of the Jowl people are hollering and pointing. I don't know where that came from.
Well, we got some drums going on here right next to us, and they're doing the same thing.
Somebody hooted like an air horn.
Got me a little fan sitting there getting in front of my camera.
So I missed did he miss them both? Yeah, he did.
I had my head where I shouldn't have had it, apparently.
So 1:10 to go here in the first half. 18-18 is the score. Blevins over to Melanson. Melanson throws through, and he throws up. Oh, they're going to say it was on the floor.
Oh, my goodness.
The Eunice crowd going nuts. They wanted the bucket.
The Jowl fans are happy. The Eunice fans are mad.
Yeah, they did not give them the bucket, so it's going to be Eunice ball on the baseline. Garcia trying to get it in. And they're going to call a Royal for a hold on the inbounds play.
Yep, good call, ref.
The Eunice teachers or staff is looking into the bleachers trying to figure out where that air horn noise came from.
They got some binoculars.
I'm guessing somebody over there's got an air horn with, you can see all the staff strongly leaning forward and looking toward the Eunice student section. They throw it in to Gomez. Gomez was double teamed for a minute. He's going to spin around and go to the rack. And as he was going up,
stepped on his ankle too.
Yeah, he looked like he came up hobbling a little bit for that right ankle. He got to the rack, and Houston actually pinned his shot up on the glass. They called for the foul with the body.
2 fouls on him already.
So Gomez's first shot is off the rim. It's no good. Gomez back to the line. His first shot is up. It's off to the left and rebounded by Gabriel Juarez. That's his 4th rebound of the half. Cervantes comes off the pick, throws up a shot. It won't go. Battle for the rebound. Juarez gets it. Big Gabriel Juarez is down there doing work. That young man's battling down there. I'll give him credit.
Sure is.
35 seconds to go. Jowl now with the lead. 18-20 is the score. Blevins gives it to Garcia. Cross court skip pass to Hyan Castro, who's now in. Back to him. He's got it to Garcia. Garcia calls out a new play. Looks like the same play. Gomez now has it, gives it to Melanson. Melanson off the dribble, flips it out to Garcia at the top of the key. 13 seconds to go here in the first half. Garcia throws up a shot, won't go, but the rebound and the putback by Elijah Melanson for 2, and we got a tie ball game with 3 seconds to go, and there's a steal. Kicking it up the floor and laying it in at the buzzer, but it is not going to count.
Just after the buzzer, so we're tied up.
At the half, Eunice 20, Jowl 20. We got a barn burner.
We got a game tonight, boys and ladies and gentlemen.
We'll send it over for a word from our sponsors. You're listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal and Jowl Panther sports.
Parker Energy Services has been servicing the community for over 17 years. They offer water hauling, dirt work, and disposable services. Dispatchers and sales staff are available anytime, and office staff is available from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m., Monday through Friday. Parker Energy aims to satisfy their customers and give their employees great job opportunities. Parker Energy is family-owned and operated, big enough to meet your needs and small enough to offer excellent and personalized services. Consider Parker Energy support services for all of your support needs. Visit them today at 2350 Avenue O in Eunice. Redbird Garage is your hometown local mechanic shop specializing in minor and major repairs from oil changes, car washes, brake work, AC repair, and so much more. For more information, call 394-8828. Call 394-8828. Or swing by Redbird Garage at 1800 North Main Street in Eunice and meet the new owners, Josh and Erica Jones. Redbird Garage is your hometown mechanic shop, committed to always doing what's right for you and your vehicle. The proud owners of Eunice Wrecker and Rental offer professional and reliable 24-hour roadside services in Lee County. Light to medium duty towing and recovery, fuel deliveries, jump starts, lockouts, and tire changes. They also haul off unwanted vehicles to help clean up your property. Eunice Wrecker and Rental have over 20 years of experience. They are fully licensed and insured. Call 575-394-HOOK. That's 575-394-4665. Eunice Wrecker and Rental are located at 44 North New Mexico Highway 248, Eunice, New Mexico, mile marker 1.
Guns Up Services is a proud supporter of their Eunice community and their Eunice Cardinals. Guns Up Services has been in business almost 13 years and is family owned and operated, located at 2105 Avenue O in Eunice. They are your trusted vacuum truck, winch truck, frac tanks, rental equipment, and dirt work provider. Guns Up Services in Eunice wants to cheer on their Eunice Cardinals and wish them luck this sports season. Guns Up Services, another proud supporter of all Lee County athletics. Go number 5.
Lobo Trucking has been in business now for 20 years and wants to give thanks to you and their hardworking and dedicated employees. Lobo Trucking takes great pride in developing a highly trained, motivated, and professional workforce. Lobo Trucking can safely and efficiently meet any fluid management needs, and Lobo Trucking is a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. Lobo Trucking salutes all the hardworking coaches, teachers, and students. Keep up the good job. BTH Services is a locally owned and operated family-oriented business. BTH Services and Rental is a Porta-John and equipment rental company. BTH Services and Rental also clears right-of-ways and right-of-way reclamation. Please call 575-964-3104. That's 575-964-3104 for all of your company needs. BTH Services and Rental is also looking for a 1-ton CDL driver. Please apply at 2100 Avenue O in Eunice. BTH Services and Rental is a proud sponsor of Lee County Athletics.
Eunice has a friendly small-town atmosphere, great schools and churches, and a low cost of living. The entire community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. The Eunice Department of Motor Vehicles' new office hours are Monday through Thursday, 7:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. and Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. No testing on Friday. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities. Devon Energy is proud to support the athletic programs of Eunice High School this season. By partnering with local schools in Eunice, Devon is making an investment in the long-term future of the community. Sports teach discipline, teamwork, and leadership. Skills our youth will use to succeed for a lifetime. From the Devon team to yours, Devon Energy wishes you good luck this season both on the field and in the classroom. Go Eunice Cardinals! The Eunice Clinic is proud to support the Eunice Cardinals. Go Cardinals! You're the pride of Eunice. The Eunice Health Clinic offers many of the same basic services that many local physicians provide. They specialize in sick care for all ages, women's exams, physicals, health education, lab tests, and diagnostic studies. They're proud supporters of athletic and academic events. The Eunice Health Clinic is proud to back the Cardinals. Go Cards!
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics. Eunice schools are excited to have students and staff back on campus and involved in another successful school term. It's been an eventful year, and the Eunice schools are ready for whatever comes their way. Eunice Public Schools provide high-quality educational experiences in a safe environment. The entire Eunice community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities, and a fantastic school system.
NMR Pipeline is a highly qualified, dedicated company. leading in performance with management and employees who've provided over 45 years of service in pipeline maintenance and construction within the oil and gas industry. NMR Pipeline, 300 South Main in Eunice, or call 394-0144 for more information. Again, 394-0144. NMR Pipeline is proud to be a supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics.
Parker Energy Services has been servicing the community for over 17 years. They offer water hauling, dirt work, and disposable services. Dispatchers and sales staff are available anytime, and office staff is available from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m., Monday through Friday. Parker Energy aims to satisfy their customers and give their employees great job opportunities. Parker Energy is family-owned and operated, big enough to meet your needs and small enough to offer excellent and personalized services. Consider Parker Energy Support Services for all of your support needs. Visit them today at 2350 Avenue O in Eunice. Redbird Garage is your hometown local mechanic shop specializing in minor and major repairs from oil changes, car washes, brake work, AC repair, and so much more. For more information, call 394-8828. Call 394-8828. Or swing by Redbird Garage at 1800 North Main Street in Eunice and meet the new owners, Josh and Erica Jones. Redbird Garage is your hometown mechanic shop, committed to always doing what's right for you and your vehicle. The proud owners of Eunice Wrecker and Rental offer professional and reliable 24-hour roadside services in Lee County. Light to medium duty towing and recovery, fuel deliveries, jump starts, lockouts, and tire changes. They also haul off unwanted vehicles to help clean up your property. Eunice Wrecker and Rental have over 20 years of experience. They are fully licensed and insured. Call 575-394-HOOK. That's 575-394-4665. Eunice Wrecker and Rental are located at 44 North New Mexico Highway 248, Eunice, New Mexico, mile marker 1.
Welcome back, ladies. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports. I'm Jimmy Jones alongside my partner tonight, Charlie Fairbrush, a.k.a. The Thumb. Welcome, Charlie.
Welcome, everybody. We're basically starting over. We got 20-20.
We've also got Miss Fairbrush here with us helping today. She's helping with the Score app and even running some of the commercials on the app. So we appreciate your help for sure.
Got to have that extra help because our buddy Rosendo, he kind of stood us up.
Yeah,
he's got some things. And by the way, is today the day? Chloe, is it her birthday?
Oh, no, well, I don't know. Which Chloe? Rescindo's Chloe?
Rescindo's Chloe.
I was going to say my Chloe's is Tuesday.
Oh, okay.
So
coming up. Well,
I don't know
birthday.
when Rescindo's Chloe is.
I was thinking that was where they went up to Dallas to celebrate
I know they're
birthday.
out of town for something for the kiddos, so that's why he's not here today. Had somebody message a while ago and say, did you fire him? Number one, I don't fire anybody, but number two, no, absolutely not.
No, we can't. Bernie Mac's going to be here with us.
With that said, the first half was a barn burner, 20-20. I think the Eunice side is a little shell-shocked here, and so here we go. We'll see if the Cardinals can get something going. Jow in the box and one our defense here. Blevins with the ball. Up near the top of the key, drops it down low to Gomez. Gomez back to Blevins. Blevins step back, kicks it over to Gomez. That's Jorge Gomez. He throws it back door to Blevins. Blevins goes up and goes down hard and ends up on the floor. He's going to go to the line to shoot. Looks like they call that foul on the big man. That's Brandon Houston.
That's his third.
Yeah, and that hurts because he set out a lot of that second quarter. And so Blevins' first shot is off the back of the rim and no good. Billy misses the first. Just hadn't really been able to get a feel here today. Yeah. He's usually a shooting machine.
Well,
he's back to the line. Jow subs out Houston. Blevins' next shot rattles around and it ends up going in. That one touched everything, bounced around, bounced up, and then went in.
But it did go in. That counts.
Rodriguez with a one-hand pass. It's knocked off of the hands of a Cardinal. There was a battle for it down here. I couldn't tell at first, but they're saying blue ball.
Yeah, I guess we last touch by Eunice.
Ito Arroyo to throw it in for Jow. He throws it in to Cervantes. Norbert Cervantes directing traffic, telling his players where he wants them. Thompson's out there guarding him. They give it to Rodriguez. Rodriguez guarded by Kevin Garcia. He's at the top of the key, kicks it back out to Cervantes. Now he's going to head through the middle. Step back. No, he keeps it. He faked it. Had it picked up. It's stolen away and kicked ahead to Luis Gomez. Luis going to lay it in for the left-handed layup. And he's going to get 2 off to Kevin Garcia, steal and assist. And then Eunice steals that one. That is Jorge Gomez. Oh, but then he stepped on the line. So Jorge Gomez with the steal and then a turnover.
So allegedly he stepped on the line over there. Either way, Jal gets the ball.
Jal's ball, 6:53 to go in the third. 23-20 is the score. Jal to throw it in. They get it into Nobert Cervantes. Once again, he's directing traffic, telling everybody where he wants them. He flips it over to Rodriguez. Rodriguez going to run through, throws up a double clutch shot. No good. Billy Blevins with the rebound, and here comes Eunice. Into the hands of Luis Gomez, now down to Jorge. He's going to shoot the fade away. And they call him for the travel.
Wow. He turned around to shoot.
The Eunice coaches are out there with their hands in the air like, what?
Like we care.
Yeah, I must have missed that one myself.
I didn't see a travel. He turned to shoot. And
so Eunice to push it up Jal to push it up the floor. And then a reverse on the backside's no good. The rebound was by the big man, Gabriel Juarez. And then a rebound by Jorge Gomez. And then Gomez came down on the side of somebody's foot. And his pass, as he was kind of hobbling, goes out of bounds. And on the inbounds play, it gets knocked out of bounds. Jorge Gomez is favoring that right ankle. That is the last thing this Cardinal team needs right here before you get in the playoffs. He is hobbling on that right ankle. If you'll look at him, he ain't moving.
Get him out and tape it up a little bit.
Sometimes those ankle injuries, the best thing you can do is keep them going, keep them moving. Because once you lock them into place, that swelling sets in and they get stiff. There's a shot that's up and no good, and who gets that rebound but Jorge Gomez? He's got a bunch of them here today. Ashton Thompson runs through the middle, kicks it over to Blevins. Blevins runs down the baseline, throws up a floater, and it goes in. Billy the Kid Blevins for 2. 25-20, Eunice extends the lead to 5.
5:45 left in the third.
Jal has not scored here in the third quarter so far. Gabriel Juarez with it, skips it cross court to Zayden Lujan. His three is up. It almost went down and then pops out. Rebounded by Ashton Thompson, and here comes Kevin Garcia and the Cardinals. Garcia floats through the middle. His shot is up. It's no good. Rebounded on the backside by Luis Gomez, and his putback for 2 is good. Luis Gomez having a great game so far.
And then he says,
Jal
let's talk
wants
about
to talk about it. They take a timeout with 5:19 remaining in the third. Eunice has extended their lead, 27-20.
We'll give a shout out to our sponsors. Start off with the Eunice sponsors. Redbird Gas, Parker Energy, Eunice Health Clinic, City of Eunice, Eunice Public Schools, Eunice Pump and Supply, Cardinal Hardware, BT8 Services, Eunice Wrecker and Rental, Lobo Trucking, Redbird Garage, Devon Energy, Guns Up Services, and NMR Pipeline. And then the Jal sponsors, Woolworth Community Library, Eunice Pump and Supply, easy for me to say, Lasco Construction, Mamacitas, XL Energy, Iron Horse Sports Grill, Jal Schools, and Panther Energy. All of your proud sponsors for this evening's matchup, which has turned into a heck of a matchup.
Yeah, so far it's been a good one. It's been a battle. Eunice now extends that lead. I think this is probably their biggest lead of the game at 27-20. Luis Gomez runs all the way the length of the court and almost got a steal there. Gomez has got some wheels on the track. He's a fast one, especially in the hurdles.
Yep.
On the football field, he's a fast one from that free safety position.
Yeah.
5:15 to go here in the third. Eunice trying to pressure Cervantes. He dribbles around the right side, gets into the middle, trying to get it.
And
they're going to call him for the travel. The Jal faithful not liking the call. The Eunice faithful
love
and screaming.
That's the way it
5:05
is.
to go in the third. 27-20. Thompson brings it across the timeline. Throws it over to Garcia on the left wing. Now into Luis Gomez, over to Jorge. Jorge throws up a shot, and he gets bumped with the body. They're going to call the body on it, and so he'll go to the line.
And shoot 2.
Let's see who they call that one on. Was that the big man, I believe?
35.
Calling on 35. That is Juarez. Gabriel Juarez, he's had a great game down low. Had a great first half for sure.
Yeah, and the position he plays, hard to believe he hadn't got at least one foul, but there it is. And the first one swishes through.
Jorge Gomez makes the first. That's 8 points for him. He'll have a shot at another here. 28-20. Eunice now leads by 8. They're starting to stretch it out. And the next one goes in. That's 9 points for Jorge Gomez. Eunice in the full court pressure now. 4:50 to go in the third. Cervantes with it. He splits the double team. Attacks off the bounce. Little Euro step. Throws up a circus shot, and it goes in off the glass. 12 points for Nobert Cervantes. 4:35 to go in the third. 29-22.
Here comes the Cardinals.
Jorge Gomez with it, gives it to Blevins. Blevins gives it over to Garcia. Garcia one-hand pass to Thompson. Thompson crosses over, pulls up, shoots the mid-range. It won't go. Rebounded by Luis Gomez, and his putback's going to go in, and he's going to get the and one. Luis Gomez with 13 points and a trip to the free throw line on the rebound and the putback. Eunice now leads by 9.
And that's 3 on him.
And Luis Gomez going to have a chance to extend that lead to double digits for the first time here today.
So Arroyo, he's got his 3rd foul for Jal.
Luis Gomez at the line. His shot is up, and it goes in. Rattled around, went in. That's 14 points for Luis Gomez. Here comes Rodriguez and the Panthers up the left side. Oh, and Gomez with a big block. The rebound, though, by Gabriel Juarez. Eunice crowd not very happy about the call.
No, not at all. I believe they called it on number 3.
They call it on Kevin Garcia.
I didn't think he was there where the play was going on.
Apparently neither did the Eunice faithful.
Well, that's his first, so I guess that's all right.
Houston's back in the ball game now. He throws it up top to Cervantes. Cervantes crosses over between the legs, heads back over near the top of the key. Drops it over to Houston out on the left wing. Big Juarez comes up, gives him the pick. Houston trying to get to the rim. He's playing what I call old man ball. That's the way I play. He's going to back him down, use that size to get to the hole. He kicks it outside, stolen away by Ashton Thompson. Ashton Thompson's going to lay it in off the glass for 2. Eunice now leads by 12. Here comes Jal back the other way. A bounce pass goes off the hands and out of bounds, and it's a turnover on Jal, and the Eunice crowd is coming alive. Eunice now leads by 12, and they've got a little more pep in their step. Blevins with it on the right wing. He shoots for 3, and Billy Blevins sinks the 3, and Eunice now leads by 15. They pick up their dribble to the Panthers. Blevins almost stole that away. And the ball goes out of bounds.
And the crowd goes wild over there.
And I think we've got a timeout on the floor. 3:23 to go in the third. Eunice 37, Jal 22. Not sure what's going to happen after that, but I'm assuming it's going to be Eunice ball, or Jal ball.
All right, I'll give a little the Jal cheerleaders some love. Get the camera on them for this timeout and go over the sponsors. Jal sponsors, Woolworth Community Library, Eunice Pump and Supply, Lasco Construction, Mamacita's, XL Energy, Iron Horse Sports Grill, Jal Schools, Panther Energy, and the Eunice sponsors, Redbird Gas, Parker Energy, Eunice Health Clinic, City of Eunice, Eunice Public Schools, Eunice Pump and Supply, Cardinal Hardware, PTH Services, Eunice Wrecker and Rental, Lobo Trucking, Redbird Garage, Devon Energy, Guns Up Services, and NMR Pipeline. Take it away, Johnny. Is that what?
At halftime of the Lady Eagle versus Carlsbad, Hobbs and Carlsbad, Hobbs leads 39-0 at the half. Jal with the ball, 3:10 to go in the third. Lujan flips it down low to Houston. He spins around, turns around, kicks it back out to Cervantes. Cervantes looking inside, crosses over. He's going to pull for 3. His 3 won't go. The rebound attempt by Houston. He does get it and kicks it out to Rodriguez,
And
who
knocks down a three.
Brandon Houston with a huge hustle play there.
Wow.
Was able to save that ball. He got the rebound and the assist out of that deal.
And I think we were just sitting there watching him do all that.
Gomez with the deep two with the hand in his face. Luis Gomez is on fire for the Cardinals. Here comes Lujan pushing it up the floor. He drops a beautiful pass down to Houston. Had his shot blocked. Ball's going to go out of bounds.
I think it was last touch by Jal, but they said we bumped it, so I guess we bumped it.
So Gomez, that was a double block by two Gomez's, and Jal gets the ball. Cervantes has it out here on the right wing, trying to get through as Cervantes. He crosses over between the legs, throws up a runner off the glass and in. Nobert Cervantes can definitely finish with some of those moves through contact. Thompson gives it over to Garcia out on the right wing, into the hands of Gomez. Gomez drops a beautiful pass to his brother. And Jorge Gomez is definitely favoring that right ankle.
They kind of pulled back on the pressure a little bit.
41-27 is the score. 1:50 to go in the third. Rodriguez for three for Jal, won't go. Battle for the rebound, and Gomez comes away with it after the deflection from Blevins. Eunice gonna walk it across the timeline. 1:35 to go in the third. Gomez with it at the top of the key. He gets it to his brother into the hands of Kevin Garcia. One hand pass into Jorge. Jorge attacks the basket. He had his shot blocked by Houston. Big Brandon Houston with the block and the rebound. Now Rodriguez with it out here on the right wing. Flips it over to Lujan. Lujan goes through the middle. Has his pass stolen away by Kevin Garcia. And here comes Eunice back the other way. They get it down low to Gomez. His shot wouldn't go, and here comes Jal. 1 minute to go in the third. Shout out to Bill Lord. Appreciate you watching and listening. Battling for the ball down low is Nobert Cervantes.
Oh, my goodness.
The Eunice faithful wanted a double dribble call. The Jal faithful wanted a foul call. And they do call the foul on Ashton Thompson. Lujan with it out here on the right wing. He fakes, kicks it into Juarez. Juarez with a little spin move. His shot is up and good. Big Gabriel Juarez for two. The young man's got 4 points. 38 seconds to go here in the third. 41-29 is the score. Jal not going away easily.
Wow,
down 13. That ain't 13, that's 12. My math came from Eunice. Blevins with it near the top of the key.
And boom.
He sinks a deep one. Billy Blevins for three. He's warming up. 44-29. Eunice extends the lead back to 15. Cervantes near the top of the key, guarded by Thompson. Into the hands of Rodriguez, who throws up a runner and had it blocked by Kevin Garcia. He gets his rebound, though, kicks it out to Lujan. His shot won't go. The rebound into the hands of Garcia. And at the end of three, Eunice 44, Jal 29.
That's a little more what I was expecting to see when we got here. But they woke up, started fighting a little bit. Let's run down these sponsors, and we got this timeout before we start the fourth quarter. Eunice sponsors: Redbird Gas, Parker Energy, Eunice Health Clinic, City of Eunice, Eunice Public Schools, Eunice Pump and Supply, Cardinal Hardware, BT8 Services, Eunice Wrecker and Rental, Lobo Trucking, Redbird Garage, Devon Energy, Guns Up Services, and NMR Pipeline. Then we got our JAL sponsors, our Woolworth Community Library, Eunice Pump and Supply, Lasco Construction, Mamacitas. You ever eat there? Mamacitas? Sounds like is it a Mexican food restaurant?
I think it's the new one. So
okay.
no, I haven't eaten there yet.
I like me some Mexican food now.
Yeah, I think it's a new one, but I'm not certain.
Then we got XL Energy, Iron Horse Sports Grill, JAL Schools, and Panther Energy.
I was trying to look at the scores across the state because you got a lot of district championships going on right now. I noticed that Pecos beat Texaco in their district championship over there just now. Close game.
Okay. All right. I haven't heard much about Texaco. I guess they're not in our district anymore, so we don't hear much about them until playoff season.
Yeah, it's weird because they're in our district in football, but not in basketball. So Rodriguez with it near the top of the key, crosses over behind the back, kicks it out to Lujan on the left wing. Lujan comes up toward the top of the key, drops a bounce pass down toward Houston, and they're going to call a reaching foul down low, or say that Gomez, I believe, got him on the arm. They're going to say pushed.
That's his second. The first team foul for the quarter.
Luis Gomez, I believe he's got 18 points right now. Jal to throw it in. They get it up to Cervantes. Cervantes crosses over, comes off the pick from Houston. One-hand pads over to Rodriguez. They're going to call it for shuffling his feet. He didn't like it, and the Jal faithful didn't like it, and the Eunice faithful are cheering.
Yeah, and I have to say, I thought it was a good call.
I don't know if earlier I was going to say, and then I forgot, and we got to talking about something else, but the Eunice, I guess the cheerleaders or somebody has decorated the rails around the court with the streamers, red and white streamers. And I guess a bunch of the Jal folks tore down the red and white streamers all down in front of them. Blevins runs through, throws up a floater, and it goes in. Billy Blevins continues on the hot streak. 7:05 to go in the ball game. 46-29.
We just can't have nice stuff. So.
Well, they pulled it down, and then I saw some of our staff during the half over there trying to put it back up, what wasn't in the garbage. And then Eunice throws it away on the run out, coming back the other way.
That'll be a turnover.
46-29, Eunice up by 17. 6:53 to go in the ball game.
I'm sure they only tore it down so they could see better.
Pushing it up the floor is Rodriguez. Comes down the top of the key, stops at the free throw line. He's double teamed there. He does get it away into the hands of Cervantes. Back over to number 22. That's Ornelas. Back up to Rodriguez. I got a message here from Gabe Gaetan.
Yeah.
He says they're watching the game, and his father-in-law wants a Ric Flair shout-out. His name is Roger Martinez.
Yeah.
So we'll give him a Ric Flair.
All right.
I can't remember exactly how Ric Flair sounds, but we'll say shout-out Roger Martinez.
From Ric Flair.
Yep. And
I don't either.
I can't remember exactly how Ric Flair does it, but we'll shout you out. Martinez, we appreciate you watching for sure.
Of course.
And laying it in off the glass is Gabriel Juarez for two. 46-31, back to a 15-point lead. 5:45 to go in the fourth.
We'll have to investigate that Ric Flair shout out. I'm not sure.
I'm going to have to Google that. Now, I can't remember if that's like an oh yeah or I can't remember. That'd be like a step into a Slim Jim, but I don't know. Thompson crosses over, kicks it out to Garcia, runs through the middle, flips it over into the hands of Gomez. Gomez going to step through, pulls for three. His three won't go. Saved by Luis Gomez into the hands of Blevins. Blevins tries to throw it down to Garcia, and it gets knocked out of bounds by a hustling Gabriel Juarez.
Yeah, matter of fact, the Slim Jim, they might become one of our sponsors.
Yeah, well, they need to.
They need to. They can give us some free Slim Jim.
With 5:12 on the clock, we've got a timeout from Eunice. 46-31, Eunice leads Jow in the district tournament championship ball game.
Shout out to our sponsors, NMR Popline, Guns Up Services, Devon Energy, Redbird Garage, Lobo Trucking, Eunice Wrecker and Rental, BT8 Services, Cardinal Hardware, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Public Schools, City of Eunice, Eunice Health Clinic, Redbird Gas, and Parker Energy. And then our JAL sponsors, Woolworth Community Library, Eunice Pump and Supply, Lasco Construction, Mamacitas, XL Energy, Iron Horse Sports Grill, JAL Schools, and Panther Energy. Thanks to all of our sponsors for both cities. Of course, you know, we're covering both. I thought we've done good. I don't think we've had any.
So far I think we've been fairly fair, if that's possible.
As fair as we can.
Riadosa won their district championship over Nimi today. So Eunice with the ball. That's Luis Gomez. He flips a pass over to his brother Jorge. Jorge steps through, and they're going to call him for dragging that pivot foot and say that he traveled. He didn't like the call. He's looking at his feet.
Looking at his feet like, why did you do that?
5:02 to go in this ball game. Eunice leads by 15, 46-31. Norbert Cervantes brings it across the timeline, screened by Arroyo. He gets double teamed. He kicks it out to Rodriguez in the left corner. Rodriguez going to dribble back up toward the top of the key. One arm pass, cross court to Arroyo. Arroyo rips through, has it knocked away from behind into the hands of Ashton Thompson. And Ashton Thompson now pushing us up the floor. Luis Gomez out on the left wing. He's going to shoot for three, and he sinks it. Luis Gomez is on fire. That's 21 points for Luis Gomez.
He's ripping and roaring tonight.
49-31 is the score. 4:20 to go. It's Colorado time. Arroyo comes up toward the top of the key, looking back, flips it back to Zayden Lujan, who's going to pull for three.
And bam.
Zayden Lujan, that youngster's keeping them in the ball game anyway right now, 49-34.
Yeah, puts on a little pressure, and we will.
Gomez over to Blevins, out on the right corner, gives it to Thompson. Thompson steps into an NBA range three. It won't go. It goes out of bounds over by Lynn White, Hall of Fame inductee. Lee County Sports Hall of Fame inductee. Shout out to Leonard Skinner White.
Look at a little zoom in on Lynn. He wasn't picking his nose, he was rubbing his eye, y'all. Mr.
Arroyo
Lynn,
flips it over to Lujan. His shot is up. It's no good. Rebounded by Jorge Gomez.
A lot of contact. Man. I think he called maybe the wrong guy. I think 22 is the one that had all the contact.
Let's see who he. Oh, they called it on Zayden Lujan.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure the Eunice faithful and the Blevins group liked that one.
Well, sure, but
yeah, I'm not sure. 3:40 to go here in the fourth, 49-34. Billy Blevins now has it. They try to double him. He throws a cross-court skip pass to Thompson. Thompson out on the right wing, crosses over, heads to the rack. As he was going up with it, had his shot partially blocked there by Daniel Ornales. Goes out of bounds, going to be Eunice ball. Kevin Garcia to throw it in under our basket. Gets it over to Luis Gomez. Luis Gomez tried to float a soft pass. I'm not sure whether that was going to Blevins or to Jorge, and they weren't sure either. It gets knocked out of bounds by Jal. Gabe Gaetan still sending me messages along with Jimmy San Diego. Blevins with it now. 3:10 to go. Oh, throws a bounce pass over toward Gomez. It goes
miscommunication, huh?
Yeah, kind of goes through the hands. It was a hard thrown pass. We've got a timeout on the floor. 3:07 to go in the ball game. Eunice leads by 15, 49-34.
One more shout out to our sponsors. JL sponsors: Woolworth Community Library, Eunice Pump and Supply, Lasco Construction, Mamacitas, XL Energy, Iron Horse Sports Grill, JAL Schools, and Panther Energy.
Go ahead.
And for your Eunice sponsors: NMR Pipeline, Guns Up Services, Devon Energy, Redbird Garage, Lobo Trucking, Eunice Wrecker and Rental, BT8 Services, Cardinal Hardware, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Public Schools, City of Eunice, Eunice Health Clinic, Redbird Gas, and Parker Energy. Eunice sponsors.
I'm going to give my best version of this. I don't know that I've heard it, but I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to say, woo! Roger Martinez. That's my Ric Flair.
There
That's
you
all
go.
I got. That's all I got.
Sounds good. I looked over at you, and I thought I seen Ric Flair sitting there for a second.
I seen it for a second. Bob Klaus sending me some instruction on how to do that, so we appreciate you.
Thanks, Bob. We need all the help we can get.
Hey, if any of you out there know the score of the Tularosa game, I would be interested, because if Eunice ends up here with a less than 20-point win and Tularosa wins by 20 plus, I think we'll end up in the 3 seed. It could bump us just a little bit. And so anyway, right now it's still, a 15-point ball game, 3 minutes to go. All hustling in from the back is Luis Gomez, knocks the ball out of bounds.
Gal ball.
Norbert Cervantes. I thought he was going to step out and throw it in. Instead, Ornales comes over. He's going to throw it in. He throws it up to Zayden Lujan. Zayden Lujan way up out here on the right wing, trying to get to the ball to Cervantes. Cervantes stops at the free throw line, kicks it out to Rodriguez. Arroyo gives it back to Rodriguez, comes off the pick. Hot about the three, kicks it over into the corner. Arroyo cross court to Lujan. Lujan runs through the middle, drops a bounce pass out to Arroyo, who shoots a three. His three won't go. Battle for the rebound into the hands of Kevin Garcia, and then we got a push and shove.
Uh-oh.
And they're going to call Kevin Garcia for the push.
Well,
a little pushing and shoving there after the rebound.
I think more pushing than that on my old pickup when I used to push it. Come on.
49-34 is the score. 2:26 to go. Cervantes comes off the pick, pitches it over to Lujan, now into the hands of Rodriguez, who shoots for three. His three won't go.
Man.
High rebound battle between Gomez and Ornelas. They're going to call Ornelas for the grab.
22.
And so that'll make it Eunice ball. Jal up here in the full court pressure now. 2:14 to go in the ball game. If I'm Jal, I may just, if I get the ball, I may pull it out at this point and run that clock because it would be helpful.
You mean Eunice, right?
No, if I'm Eunice, I'm trying to put some points on the board. If I'm Jal.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're getting at.
You know, on paper.
Looking at the big picture.
Yeah, on paper, Eunice was supposed to win this game big. Jal's ahead, or down 15, and that seeding, that point differential is not a big deal in anything except the max preps. But in max preps, it is a difference maker. And with Tularosa and Eunice being so close in that 2-3 spot, it could be a difference maker here. That could be huge. Appreciate Matt Mata listening as well. And Miss Vincent, appreciate you guys. Thank you, Miss Vincent, and you guys for listening as well. Eunice with the ball. That's Luis Gomez out there on the right wing. Gives it over to Thompson. Thompson just dribbling. Eunice going to try to run the clock out. If I'm Jal, I might back out and let him do it. I taking a loss is not always easy, but 15 would be a helpful.
Almost like a win.
Yes, and then Blevins lays it in for two.
Well, maybe all those.
And then Jal throws it away on trying to throw it in, and
I'm just thinking maybe they don't understand all that.
It's back to it's 3 points. It's a 17-point game now. 3 points would give them those max points, and the plus-minus differential on max. Eunice lays that one in for two. That's Luis Gomez. And now it's a 19-point game. And now I was fixing to say they come back the other way. Lujan now gets the rebound. His three is up. It's no good. Battle for the rebound. Off the feet into the. I'm just waiting to see what they call.
Eunice ball.
Yeah, they're going to say it's Eunice ball. A lot of stuff happening and me trying to calculate some numbers.
They were both out. And we got a whole new herd of Eunice Cardinals coming in.
Yep, all the youngsters coming in now. Hobbs 57, Carlsbad 11. That's the final.
Wow.
So Eunice to throw it in. They get it into Braylon Jeter. Braylon Jeter flips it back over to Orozco. Orozco up the floor to Maddox Mata. Mata got it. He's going to shoot from deep. His shot won't go. Battle for the rebound. Knocked around into the hands of Nobert Cervantes, and here comes Jal. Pushing it up the floor. A three is up. It's no good. Battle for the rebound. Jal gets it back. Rodriguez for three, and he hits it. Adrian Rodriguez for three. 27 seconds to go. Jal steals that one away. Gets it over to Cervantes, who steps into another three, and he hits another three, and this is going to hurt right here in the Max Preps rankings. That plus-minus differential's going to come into play right here. Mata with the ball at the top of the key. 8 seconds to go. Eunice leads by 13. They get it to Orozco into the hands of Jeter. Jeter's three's up, no good. Rebound and the putback by Isaiah Hernandez. And at the end of the ball game, Eunice 53, Jal 40.
13 could have been 20. Would have kept her.
I got a message here from Gabe Gaetan saying Tularosa 52, Mescalero 39, 5 minutes to go in the fourth. So right now, if that game stayed like it is, it's going to be about the same plus-minus differential as this game.
Yeah.
So once again, that Eunice Tularosa for that 2-3 spot. I tried to calculate it earlier today. There's still too many games to go, but it took me probably 2 hours sitting there to go through and calculate.
Right.
And Eunice and Tularosa were within like one criteria point of each other. And so anyway, it's going to be close come tomorrow. Does it matter in the big scheme of things? Probably not. The 2 and the 3 seed are both, a good spot. This Eunice program has had a heck of a season. With today's win for the Eunice program, they're now 22-5. That is the most wins by any Eunice program since 1975. It is the most wins by any Eunice boys basketball team since 1975.
Wow.
So a shout out to Coach McBee and the Cardinals. The crowd looks great. The student section's amazing. Now everybody,
that's almost 50 years.
Anybody that knows me, and sometimes the school administration don't always see eye to eye on everything.
Yep.
But I got a shout out to Miss Davis and the school staff for getting that section over there and the students going. I like it. I like the noise. I like the crowd.
Haven't seen that in a long time either.
Yeah. Well, and that comes too with success. And this program's having some, so we've got a gym full, and I like it. So a shout out to everybody. Shout out to Coach McBee, the winningest high school boys basketball coach in a season since 1975.
That's good. That's good stuff right there.
Yeah, for sure. So congratulations to this Eunice team. They are your district regular season champs, and now they are the district tournament champs. Big game today by Luis Gomez. Young man had 23 points. Billy Blevins with 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 points for Billy Blevins. And so Gomez with 9. That's kind of your scoring leader on that side. Nobert Cervantes over here with 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 points for Nobert Cervantes. 9, 10, 11 for Adrian Rodriguez. Zayden Lujan with 6. Gabriel Juarez had 6 to go along with about 9 rebounds. So congratulations to Eunice. Congratulations to Jal and the runner-up.
Yep.
We hope we were as fair as we could be today. We tried to be. Anybody that knows me knows I'm not very good with follow and instruction and direction. I kind of do it my way, and sometimes people like it, sometimes they don't. Today I tried to be nice and cover for both sides. So anyway, for Charlie Fairbrush, I'm Jimmy Jones. Thank you for listening. One last note. The state tournament will begin next week. The girls will play Friday. The boys will play Saturday. Both of I believe both these teams here today will definitely be in. Our Eunice girls, I've calculated, they're in. I don't know for exactly what seed they'll be. I think they're somewhere between the 12 and 14, 12, 13, 14.
Definitely going to be a road game.
And I'm looking at the people that they could end up facing, and it's most likely way far away from here. So, with that said, one last time for Charlie Fairbrush, I'm Jimmy Jones. Thank you for listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal and Jal Panther sports.
Thanks, everybody. Good night.